Okay, so I'm trying to talk really loud so that you can hear me without blaring your speakers too bad. My lighting is horrible and the audio is horrible, and I'm not really sure why people watch these videos, to be quite honest. But I wanted to make a vlog, and well, for one thing, I want to say I'm sorry I don't make any vlogs about Peru, really. I mean, I have a few of experiences while I was there, but I feel like I don't have any vlogs of me just talking about Peru like I did with Mexico. And I feel, I don't know, there's a few reasons for that, but maybe someday. Maybe I just wanted to at least mention it because I feel like I'm known as the girl who went to Mexico, but I also went to Peru and really, really loved it there. So, um, yeah. Anyways, there's a couple things that have been bothering me today, and I wanted to talk about them. I thought maybe they would interest you. One is ethnicity options on, for instance, if you're applying for a job or if you're doing something online and it wants to know something about you, it often asks what ethnicity you are, what race you are. And I always wondered why, and sometimes the options are invalid too. For instance, there are many people who are mixed race, not just one, and it won't give you an option for mixed or the option Hispanic. I wonder what does a Spaniard put? A Spaniard has to be pretty dang confused because they're technically Hispanic, but they're also European, Caucasian. So, I just they're so ambiguous, those categories. And what's really the purpose of that? Why do they need to know what race you are to know what kind of person you are? I don't know. But that's just society's need to categorize right there for you. And it's a human need. It's something very, very natural. We always want to categorize things. It helps us think quicker and easier so that we don't have to actually think about each individual as they are. No, we like to categorize them. Oh, they're white. Well, they must be this, and this right off the bat. We don't have to think. And it's a natural thing. It's not like there are people who are immune to that tendency. Everybody does it. It's when you incorporate the generalizations with hate, when you associate those two, that's when you need to stop. um, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a needed thing too because to actually think about every single person as an individual case is too much mental effort for our little human brains. It's quite a good mental shortcut, but at the same time, it definitely has its drawbacks and it gets out of hand. But speaking of society's flaws, you know how pretty much in America and almost world round, we live on a 9 to 5 kind of schedule, and people are expected to get up early and be productive and go to bed when it gets dark, or a couple hours after it gets dark. And if you sleep in, you're considered lazy. And, well, sleeping in is, when you sleep past 9 or 10 a.m. Well, I was up late last night, like I am every night, and I was looking online, and one of my friends actually mentioned this to me too, is that there may be some people in this earth that are naturally nocturnal or nocturnally inclined. And I think I may be one of those. I've never been good with bedtimes. I've never been able to naturally just fall asleep at 10 p.m. consistently. I always go to bed at past 1 a.m., sometimes way later, and I never naturally wake up before noon. And people have called me lazy. People have called me all sorts of things because I don't fit the societal norm of getting up at 9 a.m. or earlier. And I feel like, because they're starting to come out with proof. Well, not proof, but suggestive proof. I mean, studies are suggesting that For some people, it may be a biological tendency that they stay up late and wake up late, and they're considered nocturnal. And they served an important purpose earlier in humans' existence, as to, for instance, tend fires that were going all night long, or to just flat out protect the rest of the people that were asleep. And it makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because if everybody in a community is sleeping, it's quite a risk. You know, predators are just like, hey, it's like a human buffet. So it makes a lot of sense to me, and I don't get why, you know. And society, even now that people are expecting everything to be open 24/7, but yet you're lazy if you sleep in till noon. Well, somebody's got to work those stores. It just makes me a bit angry, because I wish so much. I wish that I was a morning person. I wish that I could get up at 8 a.m. and feel great. But if I get up that early, I feel great for the couple hours after I have my coffee, and then I crash. For instance, today I got up at noon, and I was just dead all day. I was not at all. I was so tired, and I couldn't figure out why, and I was like, why is this, it makes no sense. And but now, what is it? It's like 11:30, and I'm perfectly awake and motivated, and I want to make YouTube videos and exercise and do laundry and clean and do my homework. I'm motivated at night. I get all my stuff done at night. And I think a lot of the reason people think I'm lazy for being this way with this sleep habit is because they think I'm not doing anything at night. Or they think, what is there to do at night besides party and do drugs? No, I do homework all night. Like, I'm not up just doing nothing. I do homework. Yeah, sure, I talk to people online, but it's like my daytime kind of hours. But yeah, it's just kind of bugged me, and thought I'd vent and see what you guys think. Do you think the same thing? Do you think that some people might be naturally inclined to be nocturnal? And hopefully society will come around to that aspect of diversity, as well as quite a few others. But we've got a long way to go. Anyways, thanks for listening to me.